You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, let's talk about Sophie Cunningham. A lot came out from Sophie Cunningham today about the situation involving Cathy Engelbert, Nafisi Collier, Caitlin Clark, as well as Sophie Cunningham's future with the team. And I don't think that anybody has really talked about this. It's been all about her comments, really, involving, the commissioner right now. She also made some comments about a potential work stoppage, a lockout, the CBA. I will say this, collectively, these women are like, we're getting paid more. We're not playing basketball. It's pretty clear that's where they're at on this, regardless of how anybody feels about anything. So Sophie posted this on the 30th. I think this was after the game, after the semifinals loss. She said, can't make this season up. So much to be proud of. You better believe we are coming for everybody next season. So that was her a couple of days ago. Now that the season is over, the heat of the battle, of course, she had a blown out MCL. She had surgery for it, and she's been in one of the walking, I don't want to call it a boot, a brace, knee brace. So right here, Sophie Cunningham, quote, "There's a potential lockout. I promise you we aren't going to play until they give us what we deserve." That's kind of where it's headed, unfortunately, which would be the dumbest basketball decision business-wise ever, considering the momentum that the W has. Bravo. She gets it. She absolutely gets it. If you end up in a lockout, it is disastrous. Disastrous. After what has been built the last 18 months for this basketball league, and all these fans come in. I always refer back to this. People forget MLB was dead for 5 years after they closed the season down in 94. That did a ton of damage. WNBA has not got the kind of gravitas that Major League Baseball has. They just don't. You can lose momentum quick. So, Sophie Cunningham's future. Right here. Cunningham is an unrestricted free agent this offseason, Chloe Peterson says that she will entertain other teams, other offers. Quote, "But my hope is I've had a great time here. I would like to continue that. I might be blonde, but I can't just not look at other opportunities." She also said the following, Sophie Cunningham, on if she wants to return to the Fever. Quote, "I have loved being here, and I don't think that's news to anybody. I've been in the league 7 years. I've never been a part of a team like this." All right, so she's saying she loves being with the Indiana Fever. She would like to stay, but she's going to listen to other teams. I saw Kelsey Mitchell's comments earlier, too, about she's going to get her family involved, this and that and the other. People are angry with me. I think Kelsey leaves, and I've said it for months now. I guess nobody's paid attention. I've said it on videos. I've said it on X. I think Kelsey leaves. I've just had this feeling, probably the last 3 months. I see this. The only thing I would caution Kelsey and Sophie would be, if you're playing for America's team, it's kind of like playing for the Dallas Cowboys, right? And I'm not a Dallas Cowboys fan, but I'm not dumb either. You play for the Dallas Cowboys, it opens a hell of a lot of doors into other things, especially endorsements. All right? And if you stay with the Fever, it's like, okay, you can go to the Chicago Sky and have 400,000 people watch your games, or you can stay with the Fever and consistently get. We know how this is going to work too. They're getting million viewers right now. Caitlin comes back. It's back to 1.8, 2 million, 2.5 million on those national games every time they play. And that equals money for these players. So that would be the one thing I would tell Sophie. The other thing that's in this is, what will the Fever do with Sophie? Because, she signed a $100,000 deal, but you've got two expansion franchises coming. All right. So you got the Toronto Tempo and you've got the Portland Fire. One of those two franchises might want to make somebody like Sophie Cunningham the face of the franchise. Now, it's a damn shame that the Houston Comets aren't back yet, because I think they're going to eventually come back, and I think they'll come back in just the next few years. Sophie would be perfect in a place like Texas. Texas would adore Sophie Cunningham. So anyway, that's my thoughts on it. I don't know what's going to happen there. She's going to entertain other offers. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Sophie Cunningham backed up Nafisi Collier's comments. Quote, "Not really a fan of our leadership. I think they're failing us as a league, definitely failing us as players. It's pretty shameful. She always makes it about her, Cathy, when it should have nothing to do with her." Yikes. Sophie Cunningham. "I think there's a lot of people in positions of power in the WNBA who they might be really great business people, but they don't know shit about basketball, and that's got to change." Wow. Not done, by the way. Not done. Cunningham, disappointing the way the WNBA plays out. Quote, "I think there is room for improvement when the whole league is asking for it. But the league isn't doing anything about it. Why? The WNBA leadership from top to bottom needs to be held accountable." So she went full on scorched earth on Cathy Engelbert's ass and the league. But I don't know what Adam Silver's doing. All right, I don't know why Cathy Engelbert still got her job right now, when the highest of high profile players are saying there's a complete fracture in leadership, and they call out the commissioner, and a lot of them are blaming her. It's over. They don't trust her and they don't want anything to do with her now. And they're expected to negotiate looking at her? Nah, it can't happen. As for Sophie and the Fever, damn, I hope she stays. It would completely suck if Sophie Cunningham does not play for the Indiana Fever next year. However, this is one of those things. This is a reason why coming to the Fever is a powerful force. Sophie Cunningham can leave and go to a different team. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to watch whatever team she goes to, because she's my second favorite player in the league. Sometimes, maybe my first favorite player. If I'm being honest, maybe my first favorite player in the league now. I'm a huge fan. And whether it's the Fever or somewhere else, because she came to the Fever, played with this team, got all this attention, got my eyes watching her, which I wouldn't have seen her play otherwise, outside of games that they played against her, then coming to the Fever creates a fan of certain players that you will follow to other. Golden State be an interesting place for her to go, because that team is extremely interesting to watch. Part of me believes Sophie's going to want to stay, and that Stephanie White is not going to want her to stay. And that's bothered me for a while because I knew she was going to be a free agent. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.